And hello, folks. It is me, Zachary Kenny, back at commentating. So we're back at whoopsie daisy. Which seems the game, the Mascoma Royals are just warming up right now, which is just fine. Today, I'm commentating softball again as usual. Last game we lost, unfortunately. Behind me, my cohort Tristan Clack and Amelia Furbish, I believe, are live streaming baseball baseball, and today we are facing Hopkinton, and we hope for a win. And it looks like Evelyn, number 11, is up to pitch. And that it will be a ball. Unfortunate for Mascoma since it is top half. And it's another cold day, and that's the second ball. Sorry, folks, I was running out of oxygen there. Gotta keep the game alive while they are throwing balls. And that gets hit. That gets hit between the first and second base. Sorry about that, folks. What appears our camera decided to stop working. But anyhow, I'm back. Getting on. Okay, looks like everyone gets ready to pitch again. Oh, the person who hit the ball made it to third base. You know, Alien just threw a ball. So let me go change the score. Anyhow, there is a Hopkins player on base 1, first base. This is the top for Mascoma. Will be quite interesting. We got a new batter. Let's see if we can't get her out and then get the person on second base out. Looks like the Hopkins players prepares to steal a base. She proceeds to go running after the base, and she succeeds. Anywho, back to the main importance. The pitching for Maryland. Last game, she caught her own ball that got hit by the batter near the end. Quite amazing. So far, she's thrown 2 balls at the batter. 0 strikes. And that will be the 3 balls. 0 strikes, 1 out. And 1 point for the guests. Quite unfortunate. It appears that Hopkins player that stole second base wants third base. And that will be the first out. But it seems third base got stolen in there. So 2 outs. And as the new paddle comes up, don't know her number. And that's a strike. And the Hopkins players got 1 more point, but from the person on third base, which is unfortunate. And as the game continues, the Hopkins player goes, swings and a miss. So the second strike of this inning for the Hopkins player. Yes, they made 2 points, but we can easily recover that when it is the bottom for Mascoma. As usual, it is quite cold weather, and I came unprepared. So I really got to become prepared. And that's the first ball. Anyhow, to my side tangent, I am freezing up here, and it's only going to get colder, and there's no sun to support me. I will be quite cold. Tristan Clack, meanwhile, is on the floor. And the batter hits a beautiful shot and got to first base. Quite good indeed. Now a new batter comes up. As we continue onward, 2 outs. And that would look like a ball, and it is. As the game continues onward, one of the players another throw, and then that will be a ball. And she... Oh, it appears the Hopkins player has just stolen second base and goes for third base. And that would be the final out for the top of the first inning. We will be right back. Uh, Here we are, folks. We're back with player 20, I believe, batting. Nope, just 10, and she got a foul shot in her first shot. Quite unfortunate. That'll be the first strike for the Royals. For the setting school, Hopkins is number 21 is pitching, and that's strike 2, unfortunately. Player 10, I believe that is Sarah, just got. Oh, that was a foul shot, but she hit the ball. And that's the first ball. And that's the second ball. Looks like this pitcher's really trying to get her to swing. That's third ball. And yeah. And that's a strike, unfortunately. Quite sad indeed. That's the first out for the Royals. And that will be ball 1. Number 2 is up for the batter. Sorry, had a yawn. And that's just a foul shot. Just a bad shot. And ball, and yeah, that was another ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out for the Royals in the bottom. And that's a third ball. And this softball game looks no strike. So that 2 out. And yeah, good, unfortunate start for the Mascoma Royals. And that is strike 1. And they prepare for a few more throws. Remember, if player 14 strikes out 2 more times, inning 1 will be over. That will be strike 2. So 0 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. That will be ball. As 21 prepares to throw another ball. She throws, she hits. Continuing onward. As we continue, and that's the final And we're back, folks, just in time to watch the first strike of the new inning. We are having technical difficulties here for the softball stream, and that's a beautiful hit, which was caught by one of the infield members, number 4, I believe. And that was a slow ball. So it's 1 ball, 2 outs. One moment, folks. There we go. Much better. Oh. And that's a foul shot. Oh, wait. There we go, folks. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike because he swung and 1 out. To the second out for Mascoma Royals. Anyhow, sorry, folks. Today's been very busy. And that's another. And we lost connection again. What appears the computer really doesn't want to connect to the Wi-Fi. It seems, folks, the Wi-Fi is a premium package that I need. And that gets shot right past the pitcher's base, goes right to outfield, but between first and second. First base makes it to third. Second, team one of them got. And, nope. The other person made it to first base. So, someone first and third, folks. There's still 2 outs on the table. Let's see if Mascoma Royals can still finish this game off positively. And that was a strike right towards the pitcher. And that will be the final out for the top. And now we go to the bottom, folks. But it seems they made a point right before that final out. So, yeah, we'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, to the bottom of the second inning as player 4 prepares to swing, and that will be the first strike. It was just barely in the zone. And as the game continues, let's see, Hopkins, player 21, pairs a ball, and she gets another strike, player 4 does. Quite unfortunate. It would seem that this would be the first out, unfortunately, for Mascoma in the second inning. And that's a ball. So maybe they got a chance of getting up first base. Let's see, folks. Let's see. Can she hit it out of the park? And that's obviously a ball. That thing flew over everyone. Ooh, yeah. Sorry, folks. Not used to talking this much. And there'll be 3 balls, I believe, and 2 strikes. So yeah, I'm probably mistaken about that. And that got hit beautifully, but it was just an out. It was just a foul shot. So the game continues on. And we proceed, and that's strike 2. The ball is passed right back to the pitcher, number 21. Number 17 is ready for the ball, swings it, and that's a foul ball, unfortunately, folks. So, yeah, I'm quite sad indeed. Let's see. It's 0 balls, 2 strikes, and that's the final strike. That will be the second out for the second inning for softball. Player 7 for the Royals comes out. Yeah, she prepares. Let's see. That will be a strike, I mean. Sorry, I keep mixing those up. As it goes on, player 21 throws, and that's a ball. And it was thrown right to first base while that Royals 7 was run towards it, and that was the final out. So that's the end of the second inning, folks. And we're back, Royals, with Mascoma top in the third inning. It's going to be a very fun game, and the ball gets thrown, and that's ball number 1 with 0 strikes and 0 outs. As you see, folks, the Royals has a chance of turning this around. Let's see if they'll take advantage of it. And that will be the second ball. Sorry, folks, for being very quiet. I'm just trying to recover breath. And the ball gets thrown. So that's 3 balls, 0 strikes, and 0 outs. Not very good for Royals. They had a really good defense last time. As Aaron, the pitcher, prepares for the final throw, and that's ball number 4, and she gets walked for 3. Now, folks, that's quite sad indeed. But, you know, that's just life. Yes. That's another bird. Sorry for my yawning, folks. I am very tired. Went through a full school day. It is currently 2 balls. And yeah. Oh, 3 balls. Seems like we're at our third ball, and what seems the Hopkins player's stolen second base, gonna attempt to steal third. Let's see, and she will be taking it. Well, seems she succeeds in taking third base. The ball that was just hit by a little Hopkins player, was she was caught by the ball and could not make it to first base in time. So yeah, there's someone on third base and there's one out. And that gets hit it between first and second, and it allows Hopkins players to get one more point. So the current score is 0-3, folks. As they prepare, the Hopkins player tries to steal the ball. Second base. She attempts. She did not. She did succeed. She's player 2 for Hopkins. And she goes to steal third base. And the person just hit that beautiful shot. Is now on first base. So there's someone third and first, folks. So yeah, folks, quite intriguing game after all. Yeah. That was a foul ball, so it's 0-1 strike and 1 out. Quite interesting indeed, folks. As the game continues onward. That will be a ball. And anyhow, folks, I am back. What appears to be this laptop is, and that's a second out. Unfortunate indeed. New batter comes up. Let's see. I am slowly freezing up here, folks. So, ideal situation, they go to 5 innings. But they have a tendency also to go to 7 innings. So, yeah, whatever happens, I will be here to live stream it. That's the second strike. If this Hopkins player doesn't get her swings under control, this will be the end for them in the top of the third inning, folks. Which seems that was a ball. So yeah, as they prepare again to Ellen players to throw. She throws and she throws a ball. And that's the third ball. That was very out of the box. People on the bases are quite probably tired of standing. They might want to rest for a bit. They've been standing for a while. This player really needs to hit a good ball, a strike. And that would be the final ball. She gets to walk for free. Very, very unfortunate for Mascoma. And that's a strike. As they continue onward. And that gets hit beautifully past third base. Shot right into the outfield. And the pitcher, the batter who just hit that, got to third base. So she's only one left. And Hopkins got 3 points. Amazing hit, I would have to say personally. Got all of her teammates out of the bases. Anyhow, let's see what happens this time. That's a ball. And that will be a second ball. And would seems Hopkins players on third base attempts to steal the home plate and succeeds, as you guys saw. So 3 balls would seems, and we don't 1 strike, and 2 balls and 2 outs. That was the third ball, the 4th ball, which seems whoever is currently running the scoreboard has forgotten to update the score a bit. So someone's on first base, but we'll probably try to steal all the bases up to third. And oh, she almost did. And that'll be ball 1. Currently, it's the top half of the third inning, I mean. Let's see. And that's a beautiful hit. And straight to the pitcher, and someone's on first and second base. And as the game continues, Aaron prepares another throw. And that's another pitch. Went straight towards the pitcher. And the pitcher was unable to catch it. And Hopkins got 1 more point, it would seem. Oh, nope, 2 more. The batter went just to first base. So we'll be right back with the final, with the 4th inning, bottom of the 3rd inning. As the game begins, that will be the first ball. This is the bottom of the third inning. Yep, that was ball, and it seems player 11 is up to bat. And that would be a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 0 outs. And that was a bunt type of throw. And she made it to first base safely. Amazing. Could this be the moment where they turn it around? Let's find out, folks. Number 12 gets ready with beers. Some people are talking. Maybe potentially lack in equipment. Don't fully understand why they're waiting. And now they prepare. Hopkins, player 21, gets ready to throw, and that's a ball. Thursday. And that's another ball. Whew, the wind is really kicking me up here. And that's another strike. And the Royals make it to first and second base. Quite good news. Would appears to make some points this quarter. I mean this inning. Why am I thinking about that? That's a ball. And Rapiers player 11 attempted to steal third base, but failed to do so, leading to the first out. It's a different Mascoma person. Attempts to also steal second. As the game continues on, now will be another strike. Please, everyone here is trying to steal a base or two. Trying to get the Royals a point. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Oh, those guys are... the Royals are really angsty to take home base and third base. So, yeah. No, ball gets on. That's a beautiful hit, which leads to the second out. And everyone that's on bases got back in time. Quite good, but quite bad indeed. As they prepare, the Royals gets player number 2 out. And that's strike 1. Player 12 throws, hits it right towards first base. And I think that was the final out. For the 4th inning, that means no points were gained, but the Royals really stepped up the game the 3rd inning. In the bottom, so yeah, we'll be back in the 4th inning. Well, the Wi-Fi just came back, apparently. Wi-Fi back. Bye. Because I gotta say. Sorry, folks. What seems technical issues came. So yeah. What seems what you guys missed was the Hopkins getting 2 outs in the top half for the Royals. Someone on second and third base, but they're gonna attempt to steal third and second probably. Anyhow. That was an amazing hit between third and second base. What seems the Hopkins players, both on the who on the bases, made it to back to home. The batter made it to second, and yeah, it is still Hopkins has 2 strikes. What seems a Mascoma AV member is watching this live stream. I say hello to you, good sir. And that was another beautiful hit by the Hopkins, which led to the final out. And yeah, that is all for the top of this inning. See ya in the bottom. And we are back with a beautiful shot from player 12, which was not caught by the outfield of Hopkins, and she makes it to second base. And another Royal member sets up. It's now bottoms for Royals. She throws and gets a strikeout, which heads. But well, it appears Hopkins struggles with catching up the ball, which allows the Royals to get first and third base. As the game continues. That was the first out because number 4 tried to steal second base and failed to do so. That's strike 1, and before that she had a it was a ball. Oh, and that was a beautiful hit, which was led to a second for a second out, unfortunately. So yeah. Yeah. So it's 2 outs right now, and Royals actually made it back to home, so they get 1 point. So there's no one on the field on the bases. And yeah, that was a ball, and that's a strike, which leads to the end of the 4th inning, but Mascoma got 1 point. So that's good news for Mascoma. And we're back, folks. Yeah, and that's a foul shot, which led to the fencing of the Mascoma dugout, which leads to the first strike. It would seem baseball is still in the third inning. Looks like softball is a bit faster currently. And that was a ball, unfortunately. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 0 outs in the 5th inning. So, yeah. Remember, folks, like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. And, yeah. That'll be the 2nd ball. So, yeah. Another ball. Ooh. It is 3 balls, 1 strike. And that would be the final ball that Hopkinton players needs. And she walks to first base. As a new player comes up. It is quite interesting. And that's a ball, and what seems Hopkins players steal the second base. Probably gonna go for a second. Let's see what happens, folks. And what appears a beautiful hit goes right behind 2nd inning. What appears Hopkins tries to go take 3rd and succeeds in person. And the batter makes it to 2nd base. Who almost tripped and fell. So, yeah. A lot of things just happened, folks. And another hit, which leads to 2 more points, I believe, for Hopkinton. Because they both made it. And let's see, someone's on first base after all that craziness. Let's see. The ball gets thrown, which is a ball. And what appears, Hopkins steals 2nd one. And as player 11, Evelyn, prepares to throw the ball. She throws it, she hits it, which leads to the first out. And yeah. Anyhow, folks, this is the 5th inning of the top. Let's see what happens. Sorry, folks. Still freezing cold. Yeah. There's someone on 3rd base. The person on 3rd base continues to try to take. So yeah, that's the first strike. It's 1 out. Whoops. Hello. One more, folks, with Piers. So yeah, folks. Anyhow, it's 1 ball, 1 strike, it's 1 out. And that'll be the 2nd strike, I believe. And yeah, folks. If we get 1 more out, that means, 1 more strike, that'll be the 2nd out, and that will be amazing. And that was almost caught by the pitcher, Evelyn, but unfortunately it's not. So yeah. Third base was able to make it back to home, and first base was captured by the batter. So yeah. And that hit went right to the pitcher, which leads to the second out because the pitcher caught the fallen ball, I believe, and someone by second base caught it. Anyhow, folks, it's 2 outs as the current Hopkins pitcher gets ready. So yeah, and the ball is thrown, which leads to an automatic out. Pretty much, he hit the ball up in the sky, and the person just caught it right where the stood, and that's the. And yeah, it would seems we'll be going on to another inning, folks. See ya the next inning. And we're back, folks, with Mascoma pitching. Quite intriguing indeed, and that led to the first out, which seems the ball was passed right to first base, where she was trying to get to, and unfortunately, she got out. Don't know what else to say there. As player 21 of Hopkins pitcher throws a ball right outside the box, which leads to the first ball of this inning for them. So yeah, second ball. So yeah. That'll be the third ball. As player 21 prepares. And that's a strike. Let's see, will the Royals get a strike or a ball? And that will be the second strike. Let's see. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. The current score is 1 Royals, 14 guests. So yeah. With teams, she got a 4th ball and walked while I was just talking about everything. So yeah, the ball gets thrown, which will lead to the first strike, it would seem. So yeah. And that was hit which was a foul shot actually, right pat outside of first base, by first base. So yeah. And that will be the second strike. As the person on first base is trying to give intel, which leads to another ball, I mean. As they get ready. Yeah. That will be a second ball, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. So yeah, ball gets long. That is the second out. Unfortunately, she swung and missed. Quite unfortunate indeed. And this player 10 gets on base. That's the first strike. Oh! It was a foul shot, too. So, yeah. It's 1 strike, 2 outs, 0 balls. And it is bottom of the 5th inning. And, yeah. And that will be the second strike. Let's see what happens, folks. So, yeah, that will be the first ball, it seems. Ooh, it's really cold out here. I'm freezing. That is the final strike. Out for the 5th inning, folks. We'll be back in the 6th. Oh, wait. No, folks, actually, I was mistaken. This is the end of the tile softball game, folks. They're going to be collectively cheering each other on. What appears, an AV member is correcting me on my English. You know who you are. Anyhow, that'll be all for today's softball match. And yeah, see you guys next time.